You know, like a horse just took a human shit,
yeah,
and it just laid it there politely in the same place with every other.
Hey guys, we're back.
Been going for a minute, now get back for the jump off.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's your girl Betty here, and I have
your boy Mel. Straight out of New York, quarantine edition.
Yes, oh my god. Yeah, so we thought we might come tonight and speak with you guys a little bit with our drinks. We're not fancy, it's in cups today.
College kids.
So yeah. So today we're thinking of talking about anything that comes to mind. We thought of talking about like a couple of funny experiences we dealt with in our relationship. We've been together for almost 6 years, so.
Been married for
almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
I was gonna say June, but it was July.
Why I felt like June though?
I don't even know. That's just crazy.
So yeah,
we're like 10 years.
Yeah, it feels longer than that. Which is a good thing. I'm not tired of him, so. No. My husband, I guess we could say we both have a story time because I was involved too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
You weren't involved.
No,
well, yeah, you were involved because I was shook. Yeah.
We're gonna start it. We're gonna change the names of people because we don't know if these people watch us or we don't know.
First 48.
We don't want to be involved in any.
I mean, I don't care, but
yeah, he really doesn't. I'm usually the one that's like, no, we can't do this.
I'll change the names, even though some people out here are crazy as hell.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, but so I mean, you want me to start? Or you want to tell yours first?
Go ahead. You can go ahead and then what are we changing the names to?
Remember, you said I was gonna say.
Okay. Yeah. So the girl that's involved, her name is Amy. There was no guy involved. It was just it was my husband and me.
Amy was a friend of mine. I won't say from which high school I went to, but let's say we were pretty cool on the strength of I write, she wrote. You know, she had a book that she actually published. I was looking to get published at a certain point. Put together some works of my poems and stuff like that. And Amy, she was a pretty cool chick. You know, she didn't live in New York. I'm not going to say where she lived. Let's just say she was out of state. We were living in New York at the time. And Amy had asked me, you know, one day, she wanted me to buy her book. Her book was a certain amount of money. I personally didn't want to buy the book because, I mean, I have 2 kids and a family I was taking care of. I didn't have money to spend for anything excess that I may have or may not have liked. So Amy, she had decided that she wanted to give me a copy of her book for free. And she asked for our address. Now, me just being me, I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. You could, you know, give her the address. I would say a few weeks later, we're in a house relaxing, and I get a text from Amy. And Amy says, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. In the house chilling. What's up?
Sorry about that, guys.
Take 2.
Our son woke up, our youngest, so, you know, we had to take care of that. This is adult time. And Amy was trying to give him a book.
Yeah, she was trying to give me a book of her poetry. So she asked for my address, and as I stated, so one day I get a text from her on Facebook Messenger. And she's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm home. She's like, come outside. It's the most random shit in the world. I've never chilled with this girl before. And of course, you're with somebody and someone else just randomly pops up at your house.
Funny thing is, I was in the kitchen, and the kitchen that I was in, there's a window on my left side, so I saw a girl standing there, but I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was just like, okay, until after when
I came there with the phone like, yo, look, I ain't tell this girl to come here. I don't know how she got here. And so she was like, I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I had the hairs on the back of my neck. I felt like I was going to be in trouble. You know, and when you're in a relationship with somebody randomly just pops up at your house, you know, when you told your spouse that you've never hung out with this person before, then, you know, you get worried. Like, damn, so she was like, I'm messing with this girl, whatever the case may be.
Thankfully, like, I listened to him first before I reacted. Probably old me would have reacted first.
Yeah, I probably got knocked across the kitchen.
Yeah, but then
between the fridge and the wall.
Another big old
yeah. I've been on a deep freezer.
No, we'll feed you to the tigers.
Yeah, you can feed me to the tigers.
Like Carabas.
She's gonna feed me to the tigers. But anyway, so I step outside, I talk to this girl for like 2 minutes. I'm like, yo, what you doing here? Oh, I was in the area. Now, like I told you, she lived out of state, and I mean far out of state. So for her to just randomly show up at my place of living, it was a really weird situation. So I did my highs and buys, and she left. So I went back into the house, and I explained to Betty what's going on. And I you know, at that point, I was just like, oh, fuck this. For the sake of my relationship.
And also, like, our living situation at the time, like, there was no possible way for her to cheat, if anything. But
for her or him?
For him, oh my god. For him to cheat or anything. But I do know for a fact, like, any woman could have took it sideways, because it could have been like, how can you allow this other chick to just pop up at our house? Like, you know? Yeah,
exactly. You know, I think my biggest fear was just her thinking that I wasn't telling her the truth. But yeah, I did that friendship. I told her straight up, you know, that's weird as hell. Like, we've never hung out since we didn't hang out in high school. We didn't hang out in high school, you know. So for you to just randomly show up at my house because I gave you my address because I thought you were sending me a book, you know, like, come on, man. Anybody outside, anybody I told the story to, they said the same thing. Like, yo, you know, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you were dealing with her ever? No, I've never dealt with her on a romantic level. We were close as just friends, you know, not like best friends. Just was like, hey, how you doing type shit. Hey, I wrote a new piece, I want you to check it out. And it's just like, you know.
People are awkward. Like, I'm awkward myself, but I know how to handle it in a way that I'm not the type of person that somebody don't want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are weird.
Well, I mean, and the thing is just, it's just correlates to the stories of her telling me once she can't keep a man and shit too. You know, different situations like that. She got guys who would never take her seriously enough to be in a relationship, and I see why. I mean, if you can just pop up at a random guy's place, you know, who's just a friend, imagine what you was doing to people that you were actually interested romantically.
Word.
You know, popping up at their job, reading on their window. Come outside. You know? Stealing their hairs from their pillows and shit like that. That's just weird, random. Like, I don't understand. I would never do it. I've never done it.
I have a story time after this too.
Roddy Ricch?
Yeah, when did he say that quote in the song where he was like, bitch don't
put no shoes on my house. Bitch don't wear no shoes on my house. Bitch don't pop in my house unexpectedly.
It's not crazy. But like, going back to like awkward people, and when he was mentioning locks of hair, I remember something that happened to me when I was in, yeah, you said cutting off locks of hair with awkward people, like weird.
Oh yeah.
Like taking like.
Okay, yeah.
There was something that happened. I remember when I was a kid, and there was a really popular girl in my school, and she had left behind something. I forgot, it was like a t-shirt or a pair of pants or a sock. I can't remember what it was, but she left behind a piece of clothing, and we could call her Amy as well. And I used to take what do you call those, bus rides with my friends from school to get to school and home. So there was a kid on my bus, his name is Paul. Paul was obsessed with Amy.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Paul was obsessed with Amy. I mean, like, to the point it was really bad. A lot of people were obsessed with Amy because Amy had like big titties at the time. So whatever. Yeah, so everybody was obsessed with Amy. So Paul friggin' we was in the bus on the way going home, and I was just mentioning to everybody, oh yeah, no, I have, they was like, whose is that for? And I was like, oh no, this is Amy's shirt. Amy left it behind at so-and-so, and they wanted me to bring it to them for them tomorrow. I kid you not, Paul took that shirt and laid in the back of the van with that shirt. He slept with that fucking shirt in the back of the van. Like, it was Amy. And I never told Amy this because it was just like the weirdest situation, because it was just me and Paul and some other girl. So it was just like, whoa, it's that deep? You really like that girl that bad that you're gonna sleep with her shirt? Like, because I couldn't smell her scent. I don't know, like, maybe he smelled something that I couldn't smell.
I don't know, people are just weird.
People are weird as fuck.
There's a certain level of weirdness that
I could tolerate.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I don't, it just depends. Like, if we're close, yeah, it's cool to be kooky, it's cool to be spontaneous, but there's a certain level of weird that some people take to the next level, and you gotta look at them like, nah, you might be a psychopath.
But speaking of psychopath, there's also a level of weird where it's because somebody needs mental help and they're not getting it too. Like,
yeah, that's facts.
Why not?
We've been through a lot of weird stuff. I mean, in our 6 years, we've seen a lot of stuff. You know, just on an everyday basis, the things that we've seen, it's just like you tell somebody else, they'd be like, nah, that's crazy. Like, we always talk about certain crazy shit. Like, one time we were on a bus, this white guy gets on this bus.
Yeah.
And this is when we were living in, it's okay to say where we lived or
yeah, because we don't live
in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And we were on the bus, I forgot where we were going, but I remember this old guy gets on the bus, and he just has attitude. And he proceeds to take off his sunglasses and flings them into the front 3 seats in the bus.
Word.
And then he picks up his phone.
Mind you, he's by the opening of the door. He didn't pay yet.
He didn't pay yet. Just flings his glasses into the bus, and then gets on the phone. He's just like talking to whoever he's like, what? I went to lunch. Like the shit. We looked at each other like. I mean, the thing was with Betty is I try not to laugh, but Betty can't contain herself, and the shit would be the most hilarious stuff. Like, it was that time and another time on the bus, somebody started coughing, and I mean, the deepest cough. Like, if I didn't know what coronavirus was, then I would assume that was coronavirus.
Word.
Like,
no, it was a sneeze.
Was it a sneeze or a cough? Oh, it was a sneeze. And we were on the bus, somebody sneezes hard,
yeah.
And then randomly we just hear like this small, tiny voice.
Tiniest voice again. Excuse me. Like a fairy. Bless you. And that shit.
Yo, we looked back. I had to look back to see who it was.
Yeah,
it was
that's
like this really big girl with this tiny ass voice. I'm like, I look at Betty immediately.
I just couldn't hold it. I was done.
Dying because just the whole series of events. The sneeze was crazy, so I recalled the Kentucky Fried sneeze because it didn't sound like he sneezed at a whole chicken bone and all of that. Like whole 5-piece Popeye meal came out, and then right after, immediately before we could even laugh at that, somebody just excuse me, like this. I mean, bless you. Like this shit was creepy. It was the weirdest, funniest things in the fucking world.
Nah, we've definitely experienced a lot of things. We've seen a lot of weird shit. Like, for instance, if you're from New York and you ever visit the do they call it the Junction anymore? Not the Junction, like Flatbush Junction. Okay, so the Flatbush Junction, I think they call it. Forget, we was walking behind a restaurant because we were on our way to go to Target. There's a huge Target there now if you're from New York. And we saw the biggest piece. We saw the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. Like, it was not no dog.
Yeah.
And that shit had to be human.
The thing about it was we kept walking back there, and then every time we would go back there to be another huge piece of shit. Like, huge. And I told Betty, that's a spite shit. Somebody's like back there shitting because they're angry at whoever owned the restaurant or some shit like that. And I'm talking about this is just whoever was taking this shit. They either did porn.
It was bigger than a booty hole.
No, it's just all. It's got like one of the most relaxed buttholes I've ever seen in my life because it was just like I can't imagine me as big as I am taking a shit that big.
What?
It looked like a horse just took a human shit, and it just laid it there politely in the same place.
Like,
we would go to Target maybe once, 2 times a week for Pampers or whatever, because Target was within walking distance where we was.
Yeah.
And literally every time we went there, it would be cleaned up, and then we go back a few days, and there's a huge ass, like a crackhead just didn't like who was there, or whatever the case may be. The shit just would, and it's the most funniest thing because like. It sounds disgusting, but it's just like we started documenting this shit. Like, yo, like there wasn't here last week. Who the fuck's doing this? Like, this is retarded. Like
weird. People in PA are a little weird.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is weird.
What?
Pennsylvania is just one of the weirdest cities. I had a lady try to sell me Subway sandwiches before. Word. She had 5 Subway sandwiches, and that ass said to me, "Would you like to buy one of these Subway sandwiches? Because I don't have enough money to get on the bus." Like, lady, you just spent like $8 per foot long.
Word.
Like, what were you
she was looking disgusting. Who she look like? She looked like the lady. Not that the lady looks disgusting, but she was looking at the lady was like, "Oh my God, I'm about to start a fire." Like, you know that
oh yeah. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
It's a fire. That's what she looked like trying to sell Subway sandwiches.
She said, ain't nobody got time to pay for the bus fare. I'm gonna buy these Subway sandwiches. I ain't never in my life, ever in my life. Like, that shit was crazy. And what else the stupid shit that has happened? The time we get on the bus with that big dude, bigger, wider than the bus fucking doors,
I can't remember.
Stopped in front of us. Literally, we have a stroller at our kid. We get off the bus. This big guy just stops and he's looking around like,
Africa?
This ain't Africa. Like, nigga, this ain't Bethlehem. Like, nigga, move. Like, who stands right in front of the bus as they get off to look around to see where they at? Like, come on, man. And another thing
that
go ahead.
I know what you're about to say. I think you're about to say. What pisses me off is when people ask for directions. Yes.
Nigga, you have a whole smartphone. You have a whole smartphone.
Like, why are you asking for directions if your phone can tell you where to go?
I worked in Manhattan for a good 2 years on different times. And going outside to catch a breather for work. I work on computers all day, like literally just looking at a computer all day. So you know, you gotta step outside. I hate when people come and ask me for directions when they have iPhones in their hand.
And the worst part is some of them will show you like what it says on there, and they still can't understand.
Excuse me, do you know what 34th Street is?
It's
what I'm
right
trying to get right here. Bitch, hit navigation.
It talks to you.
Your fucking Siri will speak to your AirPods and they tell you turn left, motherfucker. Like don't. Like, I be stressed out, not trying to talk to people. People want to come talk. They're just weird people.
Yeah.
I've had whole conversations with people that I've never knew in my life. Literally, just chilling. And nigga want to tell me he just got out of jail. That's not the first thing I want to hear out of a random stranger. You know, look, I don't judge people. That's just me. Sometimes people just need the people to talk to. But I've come across some weirdos in my life. I don't know. One time, leaving the house, going to work, smoking my cigarette. Like I said, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. And see the guy, he had crutches, not crutches, are they crutches? What do you call them? Braces?
I think so.
I don't know, crutches. Dude can't use his legs, that's all I know. I'm not trying to play him. I'm smoking a cigarette. My man go, hey man, you got a cigarette? I'm like, nah, it's my last one, bro. He like, can I have half of that? Nigga, you don't know me.
Yeah, when I used to smoke too, they did that to me also. Like, that's why I say people in PA is a little bit weird, but not everybody. Just some situations where, like, you don't know me. Why do you want to share half of my cigarette? Like, that shit don't make sense to me. I thought you was gonna tell them the story about how you was walking down Brownsville and that white lady was like, I could suck some dick.
Oh yeah, so in Brownsville, Brooklyn, I remember one time I was coming home from work and was this white lady. Now if you know Brownsville, ain't no white people really in Brownsville. Random white bitch. So if you see any white person, that's a crackhead. Automatically. I don't give a fuck if they have a 401k.
Maybe not.
That's a crackhead. Well, no, yeah. I don't know if Brownsville been gentrified. That's kind of rough, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm walking, this random white bitch is like, hey, you need your dick sucked? Like, you know, you hear this shit in movies and you're like, this is not real, this shit really happened. I ain't gonna front, I thought about it, but I did. But I was like, nah, I'm good. I've had crackheads in Brownsville try to sell me the most random shit. I had a crackhead take a bike, which I know was stolen, because the way the nigga was riding it, we was stolen. He did a whole circle around me. Hey dog, I'll sell you this bike for $25. I was like, nah, I'm good. It pulled off. That's it. Crackhead will sell you anything. I had a nigga come to me with a black bag, and I'm not talking about like a black leather bag, a regular plastic bag. My man's just like, hey bro, you trying to buy this Brita water filter? I kid you not. I kid you not. He pulls out the bag, a Brita water filter outside of the box. The nigga, then he goes, I have women's panties too. I'm telling you right now, crackheads will sell you anything to get a dime and get some crack.
That's crazy.
We've found weird people in this world, man. I'm telling you, it's scary.
It's very scary.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through, I've seen a lot of weird shit in my life. I mean, just growing up in general.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody that grew up with me from PS 81 when I was younger, any friends that just happened to watch this, they probably laugh because if they remember, there was a crackhead that was always over there named Chili Herms. That's what we called him. I don't know why we called him that. I don't know what happened to crackhead, but I've seen funny situations with playing and just being a badass, running through Bed-Stuy after school. And I'm supposed to be picking up my sisters and brothers and shit. And like niggas be like, yo, Chili Herms, if you dance, I give you $1. And he used to do the same dance. I'm like, all right, guys, okay, all right. That's just, we'd say, hey, that's Chili Herms. He was just like the neighborhood crackhead everybody knew. What was the crackhead on Dave Chappelle again? Tyrone Biggums.
Tyrone Biggums.
I've seen some funny shit and some weird shit in my life, you know. I've seen situations that...
I've seen some dumb people.
Yeah, I've seen some real dumb fucking people.
There's dumb people right now who's wearing gloves and touching their face. That's dumb.
That could be a whole nother video. I don't know how long you want to make this video.
Yeah, that's like a whole nother coronavirus.
This quarantine shit is crazy. I mean, I hope everybody's safe.
Yeah, we do too.
I mean, said I do too, nigga.
I do too. Yeah, no, like I hope everybody's safe. It's like every day you go on Facebook, it's like a new person died. You know?
I mean, don't take offense to anybody joking about it. You know, black people in general. I mean, I don't know how white people or Asian people are handling it. Yeah. But black people in general, we make jokes about everything. We have to. You gotta laugh about the pain.
But when you find out you have chlamydia, you're gonna go joke about it.
I've seen people talk shit about corona. It's not real. And then 2 weeks later, I just find out that I have coronavirus. Real now, huh, bitch?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Don't forget to donate your blood plasma.
And you know what? Coronavirus. You know what really? Oh my God, yes. Thank you. You know what really bothers me about this whole situation is like how unsanitary were we before? Like we're all bugging out and buying all the cleaning products and shit. I mean, how disgusting were we before? And how will it change after all this?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. We know a few people in our lifetime, since we've been together and even before, that are just dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying names again. I won't say names, but I've been around some dirty ass people. Shit. I'm not gonna say no more than that. I'm just gonna shut up. I don't give a fuck, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no bad karma.
It's just we're gonna cut those out. But we've been in like certain situations where we've seen how dirty a person can get, and we're like, how are they surviving without the blue bonnet plate? What do you call it?
This corona shit's crazy though. I mean, like motherfuckers, it's crazy. I went out the other day. I've been working from home for the last 4 weeks. I'm not complaining. They did cut my pay. It sucks, but I'm still working. I went out the other day because I had to run, supply run. I feel like The Walking Dead, you know what I'm saying? Dead ass. Like, you dead ass, like, alright, babe, if I'm not back in 15 minutes, you send out a search party and shit, I go out, you dodging niggas like you playing ball. Like, alright, 6 feet, nigga. 6 feet, nigga.
Fucking, I was in Walmart and this girl has a whole hazmat suit on. And she's telling me that I need to stand my distance. Now, first of all, where I was standing, there was no line. And to be honest, there was a great distance between her cart and, well, she had no cart. She was here for markers. You're supposed to go outside to buy essential.
What the fuck is a marker? How is a marker essential?
Like, I don't get it. She's marking the lines on the floor.
I don't know. This is 6 feet.
So I literally ignored her. I put on my headphones and I was like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna say anything because there's no point in picking fights inside of Walmart. I don't want nobody touching me, period.
Yeah, and then I went to ShopRite a few weeks, well, maybe that was it last week, I can't remember. Supply run, we haven't left the house unless we needed to.
Yeah.
And luckily, knock on wood, that yeah, I know. Luckily, we were good. I know people who personally have it and they've been able to fight it, and I'm happy for that. I did lose my grandmother recently, not because of coronavirus, so I've been in my own little zone, and it's just being quarantined just makes it worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what I want to say,
the weather being nice.
What I want to say to people everywhere, y'all gotta find something to do. Keep your mind occupied.
Yeah.
Be safe. Yeah. Love your family.
Word.
I ain't want to get too sentimental. We was talking about weird shit. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
Enjoy this time. Like, as human beings, we tend to work a lot. Every day is the same mundane routine. So we do the same shit and not value the stuff that's around us. So it's like, I think think about it this way. Like, I know you guys have social media. You've seen on Facebook that the world is actually evolving because we've been home. We're kind of like the bad part of the world. We're polluting a lot of shit that's going on.
I mean, it's a lot that goes into it.
It was like the second week we were quarantined, all the animals came out. It's good. It's safe. Like,
dolphins in Italy is like, yo, mamma mia, I can come outside. That's good to know.
What sound did it make?
I don't know. It's good to know. Do you want to go to Venice? Let's go to Venice and swim the waterways. Like, I just seen something about they haven't seen Mount Kilimanjaro for 30 years or some shit like that because of the smog and wherever the hell was it, Japan? I don't know. I'm a little tipsy, so don't quote me on this. But they said that in 30 years they haven't seen Mount Kilimanjaro, and weird times we're in right now because where they at, they stayed their asses home. They were able to see it again. Smog's clearing up. I mean, maybe this shit will help with the whole global warming epidemic. That's real. That people don't want to talk about it. I mean, if you feel that we're not going through any kind of global warming, then you on drugs. I mean, the winters where we're at, we only had one real snowfall, maybe two, but it wasn't sticking. And that's scary. Back
in the days when you were younger, it got really cold after Labor Day, and like winter was literally from like November to
I remember we had that snowstorm. I was like in 7th grade, and my homeboy, he came over for the day. We were just playing video games and stuff, and it snowed so much so fast because it was a blizzard. My mom was just like, yo, call your mother, tell her you stay tonight.
Exactly.
And he didn't live far. He lived maybe 2 blocks away. That's how bad it snowed.
It was really bad.
But we haven't seen a significant snow. Like my sons, our kids, we want them to experience snow like we experienced. And it hasn't happened in their lifetime, and our oldest is going to be 5.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe this quarantine, if America does it right and we figure out a way to beat this, it helps the world.
Leave it in the comments below. How many of you guys had so many plans for this year, and Corona took it away? Like, we had so much to do this year.
Carol Baskin, that's why.
Yeah, it's her ass. It's her fault. She fucking.
Carol Baskin and coronavirus had the same amount of letters. I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
How does this song go? Carol Baskin. And I forgot the Savage song.
She drunk, y'all.
She killed her husband. You guys haven't seen that yet? It took the song by Megan.
Yeah, yo, lay back on the TikToks, man. Yeah, y'all like that.
Follow my TikTok.
Though I don't have a TikTok. I mean, if y'all want to follow me, if anybody, I know Betty has a lot of followers. You guys seem pretty cool. You guys could find me on Facebook if you want. I'm a clown. I post a lot of shit I shouldn't be saying. Facebook blocks a lot of shit that I say, but fuck Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's freedom of speech, motherfucker. You invoking my rights. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very black oriented. We got some plans in place, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me. A lot more of me. You know, so let's just hope everybody's safe. If you guys got any weird stories you want to share, we might do this again later on. I know.
I'm sorry it took so long for us to come up with another video, but you know, life happens with parents.
And then I'm mad busy. I'm in school, I work, I take care of my kids, I cook, I clean. You know, so Betty's lucky. But you know, but I'm here. We have time. Probably do another one just now. We want to do some Easter wrapping. That would be fun to do. Do the Easter stuff while we getting drunk. That would be cool.
Yeah, we'll probably fuck it up and put like a slipper inside or something.
Our kids might have a bottle of Henny in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, homies.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys in another one.
Later. Oh, wait. Don't forget to hit that bell. What's it called? The notification bell. The ding dong bell. The big bang bell. Subscribe, share. And you know, hey, Betty, let them know, man. Big things are going.
Stay tuned. We have a lot of things going on. A lot of plans that's supposed to be happening soon. A lot of them. Well, one of the major plans is definitely going to touch people in different ways. That sounds so bad.
I ain't part of that. We're here to touch you in specific ways.
Yeah, but he's so stupid.
Big Daddy Man.
That sounds like a weird porn. But yeah. You was going to say something?
Huh? Nah, I'm good, man. I'm hot.
Bye, guys.